It's difficult to find two people whose upbringings were so more different than Gowon's and Ojukwu's. Yakubu Gowon was born the fifth of 11 children born to his parents. His father was a farmer, had also become an evangelist for the Church Missionary Society following his conversion to Christianity. He moved the family from Tuwan in Plateau State to Usasa near Zaria in 1936 when Yakubu was age 2. Yakubu's mother was the disciplinarian and father was much more easygoing. The family was by no means well off or affluent, and all the children had to help out on the family farm. There was a history of military service in Gowon's family in that two older brothers, Ibrahim and Peter, had both served in Burma with the army during World War II, and Ibrahim had actually been killed in action. How did Yakubu Gowon come to choose the army as a profession? He did this. He prayed, and then wrote down a number of professions, teaching, engineering, medicine, and army, on pieces of paper, which he slipped into his Bible, and prayed again. With his eyes closed, he picked from among the pieces of paper, and the piece of paper that he picked had the army on it. Yakubu Gowon was commissioned on the 21st of December 1956, age 22, as a second lieutenant. Less than 10 years later, he was the head of state and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. At the time when he took over the leadership of this country, he was not yet 32 years old. He had less than 10 years service as a commissioned officer, and he had never commanded anything larger than a 30-man platoon. Now contrast that with Chukwu Emeka Ojukwu, born in Zungeru in northern Nigeria on the 4th of November 1933, the son of a businessman, Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu. Ojukwu Sr. hailed from Nnewi in present-day Anambra State and made a fortune from his transport business. He subsequently diversified his business interests and was later knighted as Sir Louis. His son, meanwhile, was brought up with a proverbial silver spoon in his mouth. He first attended CMS Grammar School in Lagos, then transferred a year later to King's College, also in Lagos. As a teenager, his father sent him abroad to a public school, Epsom, in England, from which he gained a place at Lincoln College at Oxford University, where he obtained a degree in history in 1955. He returned to Nigeria, where he declined to take a place in his father's burgeoning business empire and instead took up a post as an assistant district officer in the colonial administration against his father's wishes. In 1957, also in defiance of his father's wishes, Ojukwu applied to join the army, and after successfully completing the short service course at Mons, was commissioned in March 1958. This was 15 months after Gowon. However, because he was a graduate, his seniority was backdated by several months, which was to become a source of friction in future. It might be useful at this point, and this is the last bit here, to set out their respective seniority dates for promotion in each rank. Second Lieutenant, Gowon, 19th of October 1955. Ojukwu, 22nd of September 1955. So some 3 weeks. Lieutenant, Gowon, 9th of September 1957. Ojukwu, 22nd of September 1957, so some 3 weeks after Gowon. Captain, Gowon, 19th of October 1961. Ojukwu, 22nd of September 1961, some 2 weeks before. So you see they're going backwards and forwards, but don't forget that Gowon was commissioned 15 months before. Major, Gowon, 9th of March 1963. Ojukwu, 7th of March, 1963, 2 days. Lieutenant Colonel, both on the same day, the 1st of April, 1964. If 1 million Nigerians died as a result of two people bickering over seniority dates, I think you will agree that not only was that a complete and utter futile waste of life in the way General Adebayo described, but actually has no basis in reality at all. Thank you.